guys, how's it going today? Brian here. Another day in the garage, and I got a week off with pay. Everybody knows what's going on right now, this coronavirus, and if anybody watches this that has gotten that, I feel sorry for you, and I wouldn't wish it on anybody. But today, since I got a week off, I am going to be working on the four-wheeler 2007 Arctic Cat. And right now the project I have in hand is the air compressor. The valve to drain the tank is that little sucker right there. And you got to twist that. That end's knurled. And you got to twist that off, or twist it open to let the air out. And I'll tell you what, it is a pain in the ass to try to reach up under this thing, because when it's sitting out on the floor, you barely can get your hand up under and grab it with two fingers. So, I picked up this jewel. It's a DeWalt, should work, looks like same thread and everything, but it's extended hose with valve that'll stick out from under the tank, so I could just reach down at the end of the day and pull it off. So that's what I'm working on right now. Got the tie rod ends here, getting ready to put those on and get those on the back on the four-wheeler. Got the new tie rod ends right here. So we'll get those put on, and yeah, got a few new tools. I picked up the stand the GoPro's on, and I got a mic on top of the GoPro now, so we're trying it out, see if it's any better or not. I picked up, let's see, went to our favorite store, Harbor Freight, picked up this nice little Braun LED rechargeable flashlight. Thing's got aluminum handle on it, the head swivels down, magnet base, swivels all the way back. I've tried it on the four-wheeler, sticking it to the frame, bending it where I need it, works good. Picked up this little jewel. It's a Quantum from Harbor Freight. I think it was $7. I was like, I don't have any kind of flashlights like this, so yeah, it's got a magnet base too, and it's strong. It works good. What I've got the GoPro mounted on right now is this Smart Tree X1S foldable multifunction pole. It's an all aluminum pole. It has like you use it as a selfie stick. Here you can maybe see it a little better. You can fold this thing all different ways. It comes with a cell phone holder, so I could do my cell phone if I wanted to. A bunch of other stuff. So I have that. Next thing I'm gonna get a headband and try that out for some, like while I'm sitting working on the four-wheeler or something up close, and see if it makes it better for you. Pick me up a 1/2-inch impact, Harbor Freight. Wasn't the expensive one. It'll do for what I need. It'll do me just fine. My old hat out there. Got my tools scattered everywhere, of course. But yeah, I'm gonna get this. You're not gonna be able to really see down here, but I'm gonna set you down, and I'm gonna go ahead and get this put on here, because I'll need to fire the air compressor up here in a little bit so I can get the hubs tightened up on this four-wheeler, so I can be done with that part of it. So I'm gonna get you set down, and I'm gonna try to putting this thing back on here. Might be able to see a little bit right there. It's a nice warm day here in West Virginia. I got also, you might have seen when I was kind of panning around there when I come in, my buddy come out there weekend before last, and we took down the little light sockets and got some receptacles put up. so I could get my LED shop lights up. Well, I went over to Walmart the other day, and they're sold out of them. Everything's sold out. So I called there today and said, hey, y'all ever get any of them things stocked in? And the lady was, before I even got finished saying it, she was like, no. I was like, well, are you sure? Are you there in that aisle? Or she was like, no, but I know we haven't gotten them stocked in yet. And pretty much hung up. So I'm gonna have to try to go find some somewhere else. But I'm gonna get some, that's for sure. I had a feeling I was gonna have to move that board. I did that as a wheel chop because that thing wouldn't roll on me. I'll try to do it a separate way here. Yeah, that should hold it. Alright. This thing already came with like a pipe dope already on it. So I shouldn't have to worry about leaking. It's a nice flexible hose though. I mean, that thing, I don't know if you can see, that flexes really good. It also, the valve end of it also has a threaded end on it. And what I can possibly do there is get me a piece of brake line, like from auto parts store. Ooh. Hold on, baby. Get me a piece of brake line and run it outside, which is what I'm thinking about doing. That other one wasn't very tight up in there, so I don't think I need to get this one very tight. But I am going to run this thing. Make sure my strap doesn't come out. I am going to face this unit to where it's the easiest to get to. Almost to where we want it. There we go. That should be plenty tight enough. I wanted it out this side, so that way it's right here, easy by the door. When I'm done, I can just reach down, turn that sucker open. That's open, that's closed. And be done with it. That should be plenty tight enough. We'll fire it up and check it for leaks, of course. I think I'll take me a zip tie and tie that up right there so it's kind of up out of the way. Of course, I need to find one real quick. Just gonna stick this here temporarily just to hold it. Just kind of hold her up out of the way for me. Alright. Pick you up here. You can see here's how I was holding that thing. I had to have it at a tilted angle. Just using a tie down strip to hold it. It worked pretty good. That sucker's heavy. Big old pump on that thing. Alright. Try to set you down here. Sorry. I know I keep saying sorry because I'm bumping you around. That's just me. It's the way I am. Let me get this put back over in place now. Yeah, it's a lot better. Yeah, I also got sorry, heard the wife yell. Didn't know what was going on. I got a few things I want to get done today. Got that done. I want to, of course, get some work accomplished on the four-wheeler. I brought my rifle outside here. It's been in the house and sat around, got dusty on me. I want to blow it off, do a little bit of cleaning on it. And I got to get this garage straightened up. I did pick up some hooks for a lot of this stuff hanging on the wall right over here. Outside tools, shovels, picks, post hole diggers, axe, stuff like that. Weed eaters I'm not going to put outside, but I've got a little lean-to built off the side of the building over here, and we keep the wife side by side under it, and that's where I'm going to hang all that stuff out, get that stuff out of here. Because my other goal still is to try to finish getting this insulated. I've got a buddy bringing me some silicone that he's got at the house so I can glue them up in there because they keep falling out on me. I know you can see. I've gotten a few more tools. I got a little cheap welder here. I don't know how well. I'm going to try to use it and see. If it don't work, I'm going to end up going to Harbor Freight and getting the DC. Just a small one. I don't need anything big. I don't do anything big, although I'd love to, but I end up just doing little stuff around the house here. So, but you can see my insulation's falling out. When this building heats up and expands, that stuff just drops out, so I'm going to silicone all that in. Got to get this crap cleaned up. This was a little bench that I was using kind of to work on my guns and stuff, rifles, and but yeah, you can see it's kind of cluttered up with everything right now. So got a lot of cleaning to do. I want to get that junk down under there cleaned out, get some stuff moved around. All the gas cans, I want them out of here, and yeah, just try to open up my work area. I've just ended up getting too much clutter in here and takes up too much room. But I'm anxious to get this four-wheeler done, one, so I can start riding it. But two, I want to get another project of some kind. I want a dirt bike. I've been looking at dirt bikes. And I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but we'll take it as she goes and take it one day at a time. So without further ado, let me put this up. I'll get you to where you can see a little bit, and I'll show you how I'm going to change these, how I'm going to do my tie rod ends. I know everybody does them a little different. I went on, I've done them before, adjusting them. I know how I did it, and I went on and watched a few videos, different people doing it, and one of them did it the same way that I did it, the way I was showed years ago. And another one used a little string method, which I thought was pretty neat. I'd never seen that before, which ends up being almost the same thing. But we'll figure that part of it out when we go, as far as setting that part down. Whatever's the easiest way to do it, that's the way we're going to do it. So be right back. I noticed, and I'll go ahead and address it on here. I noticed I lost subscribers. I was up to like 251 subscribers. And I was like, holy shit, pardon my French. But, I couldn't believe I had that many subscribers. And then I looked again and I was down to like 11. So, yeah, that's kind of a bummer. Kind of sucks. But what can you do, right? But also, I've had computer problems, not being able to get the videos downloaded. I had like 3 videos that I could not get downloaded. Could not get downloaded for nothing. And you talk about being bummed out, pissed off. I was. And I just had to delete everything off the computer and start again. And I know I'm smoking, I shouldn't be, but oh well. And drinking Mountain Dew. Might have a beer later. You can join me. But anyway, I think I got, I have a video uploaded. I got a video uploaded. I re-downloaded the Power Director video editing software I was using. And it worked. Got it downloaded. Took forever. Took like a day and a half for it video uploaded. I don't understand why it takes so damn long. I know there's a lot of people out there doing it, and I guess maybe YouTube has it set to where they're priority people, the ones that make big money off of this. Their stuff gets pushed through faster or whatever. And if that's the case, that's fine, because a lot of them, that's their living. Hell, I'd love for it to be my living, but I know that's not going to be possible. But I'm just having fun. Just trying to document. I'm going to document more stuff here around the farm. Working on other stuff. Building stuff this summer. I got to build a couple decks. Well, got to try to build a couple decks now with this crap going on and the way the economy's going. Who knows if I even get my 25-year bonus I'm supposed to get. But if I do, great. I guess if I don't, I'm going to be pissed off. So anyway, here we go. Here we go. Get to working on these tie rod ends. I was trying to make enough room here. Didn't mean to get in your grill. To get the video camera back far enough for you. And I got too much crap. So get this set back here just a little bit. There we go. I'm going to angle you down so you can try to see what I'm doing here. Let's see. That goes on the bottoms. All that shit goes on the bottom. Now what I did on these, I don't know if you can see it. I marked right outer, RO, and then on this one I marked left outer. On this end, it's kind of rubbed off a little bit. So anyway, this is the way I know they go. And I made marks on this cardboard at about what length they are. It's just rough, but it's a good starting point. So I can go ahead and just pull them off and stick the new ones on and get them adjusted to where they're kind of within this realm, this spec, and go from there. It's a good starting point. So I'd already loosened these nuts up. Now I'm just going to spin them off here. These things here, by the way, you can see they're wore plumb out. That there act like she's a little stubborn. There it is. gotta be down. Now this one, I think I got her screwed in just a little too far. This one not enough, but this one I'm gonna screw it in. I'm gonna try just turning the shaft here. See if it sucks it up that way. So there's that one. And that one there's close. Man, this ain't gonna leave me no adjustment whatsoever here. So I'm just going to just barely snug them nuts down so that stays there. Oh, it's taking that nut the wrong way. Alright, I done with my sig. I know some of you probably thinking, man, you got a nasty habit. When you're doing that, it's going to kill you. I know it's going to kill me. Something's going to kill me one day. Whether it's that, the wife, heart attack. I try to take care of myself. I go to the doctor on a regular basis, get checkups, all that. Of course, he don't like me smoking. None of them do. None of them like anybody doing anything bad for you. The hell, they don't even like you drinking a beer. But my doctor's pretty cool. He was like, hey, you know, you're diabetic. Drink beer every once in a while, or a few every once in a while. Clean your kidneys out. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. Yeah, I can see the difference in these ball joints, why it looks like I'm running out. This one, the thread goes all the way up. And this one here has this big shoulder right here on it. The threads don't go all the way down to the head of it. You can see that. And I would say that might cause me a problem. I hope not. Damn ladybugs. I hope it don't, but you never know. Run her down about there. Try and judge my gap. Just sit them here and see how close we are. And like I said, this was just a rough guesstimate. Hell, these things might just be set where they're set. right there, about where the other one. So it would leave a little bit of adjustment, not much, but a little bit. All right. So we got left outer, right outer. Got that part done. Grab my shop towel there. Alright, so I'm going to carry you over here in the floor, set you down, tilt you up here. There we go. See my ugly face? And see. And I promise I'll try to keep my leg out of the video. Lay my stuff down here. See. Steve. How well you can see here. All right, that was started. Where's my hole? Rubber boot. The brake line runs right in here up under the shock, and it's got a notch right there that that little rubber boot fits in. So I'm gonna have to take that back off. Oh well. I guess I'll go ahead and loosen them back up, because I got to do the brake pads on them too. So I don't have to. These still actually have quite a bit of pad left on them, but I did kind of clean up those rotors, so I think I'm going to go ahead and press these in and take these brake pads, go ahead and change these brake pads out. I need to just be done with it. But first, I'll have to figure out how to get them off them shafts. I'll have to look at the book, I reckon, because I don't really see a nut or a bolt, unless that's a plug. Well, that kind of, I don't know. I'll have to try to figure out how them come off here. Oh, well, maybe I just did. That slides back. Maybe if I get the plunger pushed back in there. I don't know if that'd be, it's almost enough to come off there. That's got to be how they come off, because this one side's almost off, so I'll just get the plunger pushed back in there some more with a C-clamp here in a minute. Yeah, that's enough to get it up under. Alright, well, I'm going to bring you guys back here in a little bit. I'm going to fire up this loud thing. This thing is super loud, so I'll bring you all back in a minute. I'm going to take me a little break, have me something cold to drink, and I'll see you guys back shortly. Alright guys, I'm back. I videoed, come back last night, or yesterday after I took a break, and with this new setup, I noticed when I'd cut off the video, the battery was almost dead. It was like 14%, and I was like, oh, well, I need to charge it. So I rigged up my little charging setup I have, and I noticed on the side of the mic adapter that there was a plug-in, so I plugged it in, and the battery started charging. I was like, oh, sweet, you know, so we're good to go. Well, little did I know while that was charging on there that it wouldn't record audio. So the rest of the video, me working on the four-wheeler, there was no audio to it. So I could go ahead and put it on there, but then you just see me sitting there lip syncing more or less. So, or not lip syncing, but my mouth moving, nothing coming out. So I'm just going to update on what I did last night that you guys missed out on. And so first thing I'll show you, well, first of all, today's a whole different day. Got the heater set up. It is what was it, 69 yesterday, 68, somewhere in there, right close to 70, and today it's like 40. Yeah, welcome to West Virginia. Anyway, let's get on to it. The sideboard, footboard, whatever you want to call it, footrest. This thing was severely twisted, and I talked about that. I took it off, put it in a vise, manipulated it around, and got it pretty, about as straight as what I can get it, which is a lot better than what it was. And so now I went ahead and sanded it down, did a rough sand on it, nothing, you know, not the best, and I shot some paint on it there last night. it's good and dry. So we'll be sticking that back on. That's what I'm going to do first. I'll show you what else I got done. I got, get down here, got the new brake pads on this side, all this side back together, everything. I still haven't done anything as far as the tie rod ends go, as far as adjusting anything there. I haven't done any of that. Got the brake lines routed right, the way they're supposed to be. Still got this bracket here is loose where I adjusted on this. I'm not going to tighten that up just yet. Yeah, this side's all done. New brake pads in there. Everything tightened down. Cotter pins put in. So all that's done. Once I put the footrest on, then we're going to move back here to the rear brakes. Sorry for the lighting if you can't see real well, but we'll take this off, put those new brake pads on that, and get that part done. These shocks, I'm going to adjust these. I'm going to lower them down like I did the fronts. I'm going to drop them down there a little bit, so try to soften the ride up just a little bit. And then we'll go from there. I was trying to figure out, or thinking about what I want to do next. I know I need to change the oil filter, but I forgot I'm a quart low on what I need to change the oil. So I don't want to drain that out yet until I get that. I do want to adjust the valve, so I don't know if I'll start on that tonight. Or what we'll do. We'll figure it out. Just hang with me, we'll figure it out. I might just get this stuff done while I'm talking, get this footboard on there and get the rear brake pads replaced so that part's done. And then I might just call it quits for today on that. And tomorrow, which today is Saturday, and since we're still quarantined, tomorrow I think it's supposed to be back up to 60s, I think, 60-ish. So I'll probably come back out and get started on something else tomorrow. I think that's what I'm going to do, because it is pretty chilly in here. I mean, I got a nice big heavy coat on, but it is still a little bit chilly. So I think I'll just get this stuff here done and then call it a night. So let's get started. I hope you can see the lighting. I still haven't been able to get my daggone lights that I want to get, so try to get you set here. Get you set in here as close as I can. No, lighting's not the greatest. Oh, we'll try out our new light. How's that? We'll stick our new light on here. Try it out. That don't do too bad. I gotta take this down. Alright. I'm going to have to do a little bit of manipulating because this bracket, this piece goes behind here, excuse me. Like that, and the holes aren't lined up, so this tells me that this needs to be bent back more, and really it don't look like it needs to be. I mean, it looks like it's fine, but yeah, it needs to, definitely needs to come back more. So I'm going to try to get the bolts started in it back here and then manipulate this piece to get it behind here. I'm going to try. If it don't work, then guess what? I'm going to put it back in the vise and scratch it back up. So there's one bolt started. Well, I don't know, maybe. Well, I guess I'm not going to have to do much manipulating. How in the world I did that? Didn't look like it was going to go. I might, before I tighten this down, I maybe should have tried to get this rod back here. I don't know if you can see it. It is it's like a support. When you push down on it, it helps keep this from bending down too much. And looks like I've definitely got it bent right. It's where it needs to be as far as holding it, but I gotta figure out how to get it hooked back up in there, because it was bent and it almost pretty much just fell out. I think what I'm going to have to do is loosen that back up and put this in there first. That's what I'm going to have to do. Dummy. I'm a dummy. I should have thought about that. And I didn't. Well, maybe I might not be able to. Try to see how far off I am from the hole. I am off quite a ways, I think. I don't know, maybe not. Tell you what I'm gonna do. Bear with it. I will get it on there, one way or another. Aha. There we go. And I will go back and check it. I'll get her nuts back in here. Bolts, rather. Well, it definitely shouldn't go nowhere now. Torque. These under here should be good, but I'm just going to double check them just to be on the safe side. I guess they wasn't. I guess I should have went a little longer. There we go. He's all good and sturdy now. That just brace there just helps so when you're standing on it, it just keeps this back part from bending down. But yeah, this whole thing was shoved. I think I'd showed it before, but this whole thing, it was like something had hit here, which even though this isn't bent right here per se, something somehow hit and shoved. This whole piece was back this way and down, so I had to do quite a bit of manipulating with some crescent wrenches and a vise, and it ended up turning out good because this piece back here on the back, this bar back here was bent down. I got it straight. I got it straight here. I got this was actually rolled that way, so I got it back flat. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I did a little bit of cleaning back here on this. I am going to try to go get me one of the little Harbor Freight handheld sandblasters and try to do this exhaust, especially this piece here, the muffler, where it's all rusty and nasty looking. I really want to get it sandblasted down and get some good heat resistant paint on it. Try to make it look good. I just kind of inspected back in here. Looks pretty good. I don't see any kind of oil leaks. Not at the back of the motor, not at the front of the rear diff. That's all nice. It does look like pick you up here. It does look like that maybe that seal right there around that shifter is leaking a little bit. So I'm not sure. I swear I think there's the main seal back there at the case, and then it looks like there is a seal right down here, and that looks like possibly where it's leaking. If there's a seal right there, because that's where, I mean, there's not really a lot there to back, but mainly it's right there. I don't know if that is a little seal. I'll have to look that up. I can go on Babbitt's and look at their diagrams. They have diagrams. You put in what model you have. You can go in and select engine, front end, rear end, and it'll pull up exploded views of everything individually: bolts, nuts, washers, every little part. And then it'll give a list over the side and tell you how much it is outside of it. And they're a pretty good place to buy OEM parts. I mean, they have OEM parts, and I bought a few things from them, and didn't get junk. It was good stuff. So, all right. So let's move around here to the rear brakes. I got light on this side, but I'm just going to go ahead and set that there. Let me move my chair around. Get you all set back down here. Get you a close-up shot. That might be a little too close, mightn't it? Well, let me show you, and then I'll set you back here. Basically what we're doing, same as front, just 2 bolts. I'm going to pop this off, squeeze the piston in, and this little black bracket, the brake pads are held on a pin right here, and you just got to squeeze that bracket back, and then you can manipulate them off. And I might take a little wire brush, try to get a little bit of dirt down in there I didn't get with the pressure washer, and we'll stick the new pads back on it and be done with it. I'm coming, I promise. Had to get all my crap. And had to get me a drink. I don't believe I need that. Got channel locks, wire brush, brake pads. In case I didn't show it in the other video, got these brake pads off of eBay. They're a carbon Kevlar brake pad. I'm thinking this was in part of the video that had no volume. Pretty nice looking brake pads. You can see the metallics. in the stuff, in the brake lining. But you can go on eBay, just type in whatever model four-wheeler you got, motorcycle, side-by-side, you name it, whatever. And brake pads, and it'll pull up a bunch of different ones. Oh, excuse me. I had a beer. This one here, these are a little tight to get into right here. These things do have Loctite on them. Really ain't no way to get any kind of a like get the impact in here. Even trying to use a long extension, trying to come in from back this way, is no way to do it with that shock. Get the bottom broke loose here. Might have to get a different ratchet. Get to that one. Yeah, they don't give you any room. I need me a small 1/4 inch with a longer handle on it. That's what I need. Or some metric ratchet wrenches. It's one thing I don't have. I got some ratchet wrenches, but they're all standard. Really? Now I can't even get the... I got it loose, but I can't get the ratchet out. Wow, this is a... I don't like this design. Try to get my finger in there to flip it back so I can tighten it back up a little bit. Just so I can get the socket off. Because the shock's in the way. What happened to the thing? Flip back on me? Yes, it did. Ah. Wow. That sucks. This really does suck. I'm gonna have to go get a wrench and use a wrench on this thing. I cannot get that off. Oh, there it is. See if it's still loose enough. Nope. Let me grab a 10mm. My videos are real and uncut. I do use video editing software, but trying to go in and sit down and do all that stuff and trying to learn that program without sitting playing with it, I just haven't had time to sit and play with it with working full time, which I guess I could take advantage this week while I'm off and sit down and play with it and try to figure it out. I'm trying to talk my wife into doing the video editing part so that way I can just make some videos, get her to do it, and she says she'll help, but every time I've sat down to do one, she hadn't volunteered to help. I haven't asked either. I haven't asked for her to sit down and try to learn it, but Man, this is a pain in the butt with that shock right there. Yeah, I do not like that design. They've got Loctite on these too. You put Loctite on them so they don't back out. So that makes them a little tougher to get out. And I can tell these have never been off because they still have the orange paint on them. You can see, still has the orange paint on it right there from the factory, which is a good thing. So I know a lot of this, nobody's dug into this, done anything to it. That is one good way to tell when you're going to buy something. Buy a used four-wheeler, dirt bike, whatever. Look at all the bolts. I don't know if you can see this one here. It's got orange paint still on it, so I know it's not been broke loose. But a lot of times they'll have the zinc plating they'll put on them. Usually when you put wrenches on them, start turning them, that plating will start wanting to come off. Or if stuff's been taken on and off several times. And so that's one way you can tell if something has been on and off, taken apart. So that's stuff to look for. And just, wear, general wear on the different things. You can kind of tell if one's been maintained properly or if it's been abused. Or and this one wasn't bad. Like I said, it was my wife's cousin, and the only thing I was iffy about on this one is that it actually, being rolled versus or wrecked, kind of rolled over or flipped back on or whatever the case may be, versus his wife actually running it into the back of the riding mower in the garage and doing that. And I'm not calling him a liar. I just don't know for sure. I never, that was the story I got, and that's kind of what I went with. I trusted him. Which I didn't pay for what he wanted originally. He wanted, he was trying to get $3,200 out of it. And I didn't look it up to see what the blue book was on it at the time. I didn't do none of that. I just told him, I said, I can't afford that price. If you come down on the price, I'm interested. And so he just came back and said, realistically, what can you afford? And I had about $2,800, I think, about what I had. And I just told him realistically, which I couldn't spend it all. I mean, although I wanted to just go ahead and drop it all and give it to him. But, the wife was like, you don't need to spend all that money. Can't spend all that money. We might need other stuff. So I just told him $2,500, and he took it. These brake pads actually still have life on them, but they have grooves worn in them, like there was something in there. And so since I've replaced the front ones, I'm just going to go ahead and replace them. But you got to hold that like that. I squeezed in the piston, and then you got to bring these out and kind of tip them, and they come right out. And I'll try to clean this thing up a little bit. Alright, oh, there it is, right in front of me. It's been a snake, it bit me. Just trying to get all the dirt brushed out of here. Brake pad dust. Yeah, the wheels on this four-wheeler are solid. They don't have any holes in them like to go through to the back side or whatever. And when I washed this, I didn't have any way to jack it up, take the tires off of it outside, or I would have done that. That way I could have got a really good, took the wheels off, got everything really good. I just kind of said to myself, well, I'll pull it inside, and once we're in there and I got the wheels off of it, then I'll just kind of hand clean everything. But I wished I'd have kept that four-wheeler jack I had. Yep, that pulls all the way out of there. Good. I can get all the way around them shafts. Really good. Alright, let's see if I can remember. Oh, gotta clean this off. Oh, pop my clip off. Alright, push that back in. Now we'll be ready to stick our, well, no we won't. Let me try to get some of this crap. Definitely will be hitting this thing with the pressure washer. I will take it outside and get her jacked up and take the wheels off. I'll use the floor jack and jack it up and take the wheels off so I can pressure wash it some more. I got some paint I want to do on the back of it. Here's them pretty brake pads. Ain't them pretty? Oop, got dirt on them. purple, metallic purple. I like blue myself, but I know, shut up and get to work, right? Head up in there. Get my pliers. You got to squeeze this black piece back because they don't want to go on there all the way. Yesterday, did it like that. I put one side on first, brought it around, and was able to get the other one on there pretty easy, which squeezing that back, and there it goes. And then I have to do the same thing for this side. I have to take it, pop that on. I'll start pushing it up on there. I'm going to squeeze that back. And there she is. All done. Now I can put it back on. I'm whole. I'll work on the bottom one first. That's one that's going to take me the longest. That's where a nice ratchet wrench would come in handy. Tell you something I want to try on this four-wheeler that I saw a guy using there on a video I was watching is that Alumabrite. I don't guess I don't remember ever seeing anything on that sprayed on the aluminum, and anything you can spray it on, it'll start foaming, and you can take a brush and scrub at it, and then you rinse it off really good, and it takes the oxidation off aluminum and really cleans it up, makes it shine. And I would love to do that on the rear diff and front diff, and possibly even the cylinder and stuff on the motor. I know the guy was saying you got to be really careful with it. If you let it sit too long, that it'll really eat. But it will eat zinc plating off of bolts and stuff like that. So you have to really, when you're using it, you have to be mindful and let's call that one good. I think I'm gonna get the big. Which I will double check all this stuff after I ride it for the first time, and I will ratchet almost acts like it's messed up. Oh no, that's a good ratchet. There we go. Where's this bracket at? Making it be right in there. You can see where this brake line they actually got it orientated a little bit wrong. It needs to be laid back just a little bit because you can see where it rubs on the shock. I might take a zip tie and put around it right there. I think I'm going to do that right now. Get these tools out of the way. Yeah, that's a lot better there. Now, as far as the suspension going up and down, it's not going to hurt it. As far as, you know, it's got plenty of play back here. I just keep that from rubbing. Now let me get something to adjust these shocks. Alright, I don't have a shock tool. They make a wrench, special wrench. It's almost like a C with a handle on it and a couple little knot, pieces that stick down to lock in there and turn it. You can use a pair of channel locks. Yeah, there it is. You can use them. Just be careful. And the best way to do it, don't try to do it while the weight of the four-wheeler's sitting on it, because it's 10 times harder trying to do it that way. When it's up, at least jack up the rear end, get the weight off of it, and then you can reach up in there and they turn a lot easier. But you can just grab a hold of a couple of them ears, open it up wide open, kind of reach around, grab it, and just give it a turn. Oh, no, I'm going up. I need to go down. Or is it all the way down? No, it's not all the way down. There we go. It's not all the way down. Well, I'm going to go ahead and go all the way down, because this thing does ride like a board. There it is. Now she's all the way down on the bottom. Move around this side here. Tell you what, this time you'll see a little bit better here. I don't know if you saw it or not, but I just about fell backwards. Okay, you can see little tab right here. This little tab there, and that's, you turn that, and this is notched, and it gets stepped down or up, and you turn it up and make that shock stiffer, make the spring stiffer, which in turn makes it stiffer, makes it ride higher, and it's got a lot of ride height. So I'm going to drop it all the way down to this notch right here, and then all four shocks will be like that, and hopefully they'll let it ride a little bit better. There's one. There's two. She's down all the way. Alright. I scrubbed on this a little bit last night. Took some of the, tried to clean some of the dirt off of it. A little bit off of the shock. I was kind of inspecting things. I really need, I think, to pull that fuel tank off of there, because it has a guard on the bottom of this tank, and I can see there's dirt packed in around that thing. I don't know if I'm going to attempt to do that or not. Might. Just depends. Got other stuff to do first. Alright guys, so I guess that's going to be it for today. Whoa, hey, where you go? There you are. I appreciate everybody watching that watches this. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate it. Like, subscribe, comment. Leave me some comments. Let me know what I'm doing wrong, doing right, if you like what you're seeing or not, if there's something else you want to see. I'll do my best to do it for you. But anyway, from me to you, be safe, have fun, and whatever you're doing, go fix something. And we'll see you guys later. I think it's time to have a nice cold one. See y'all.